Anyway, how are you doing? Can you introduce yourself to the space?
Hi everyone, for those that don't know me, I'm Candice, also known as the Minister of Menstruation. I am very passionate about bringing about menstrual health and period positivity in South Africa and beyond. I run a company called Curate. I am also a finished PhD student. And I just like yapping for a living.
State of the youth it is.
How are you feeling about elections this year?
You know, I don't know how to feel. I feel like I've numbed myself through all of that with everything that's been going on in the global sphere.
Yeah.
Happy to be here and not there though.
Oh, the place with a lot of ice. Is that the place we're referring to? But you know what we're experiencing? We're experiencing the imperial boomerang of what that specific state has done unto other countries, doing onto its own citizens. And I think it's crazy to see how that's unraveling. But also, one thing that you are always taught when you start first year politics in university is that democracy's lifespan is 250 years. That country is at year 249.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're witnessing that. We're witnessing the pressure test of that country. I don't really have much to say in terms of the president leading that country because I just use him as motivation. When I have imposter syndrome, I'm like, that person's the president of the United States. I can also do anything. So, yeah, that's all I see it.
I've been focusing a lot on technology in a political sense. Like, I think it's undeniable at this point that technology is political. And we have to care about how it impacts people. We have to care about how we carry on culture, language, history, how we design across power dynamics. And I think that, you know, those things are important, but we don't yet have a language for why.
Yeah.
You know, so we're moving towards this digital revolution. And I think I am confused about how this is showing up in the democratic agenda or how it's showing up in political strategies. And I'm interested and curious to see how that unfolds this year.
Yeah, locally, I think we have a very big year ahead with municipal elections. I think Joburg is at its brink of, I don't even know what to call for Joburg at the moment. But I think one thing I always just tell young people is that it's super, super important that they have the information of political parties, their agendas at their fingertips. Like, this is one election that you can't just choose not to be a part of.
Yeah.
Like, you can generally not be like, oh, I don't know who I want to vote for. And no, you have to vote.
And the voting power is with the youth.
Exactly.
We can completely turn it out.
100%. And it's the same youth that will always be on Twitter, ranting, complaining. Let's be actionists and build with momentum. But I'm also acknowledging that, you know, there's also some young people who are craving that information, that want to be empowered. So we also have to make sure that we're doing that in our own spaces as well. So that's why,
state of the youth. I guess that speaks to why we had this conversation years ago in the first place. So it's like we met somewhere and I'm going, I have this vision, I don't know what to call it, but I think we need to reimagine what our future looks like politically and what, you know, inspired by you as the Minister of Menstruation, like what other ministers do we need in the future? And we started mapping all of that out. Like, I mean, we came up with the state of the youth, I guess.
Yeah.
And looking at ministers like a Minister of AI or Minister of GBV,
Minister of Men,
climate change.
Yeah.
Minister of Shame was quite popular.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I remember that address because I was like, I resonate with that, and I think all of us do acknowledge that we carry that at some point. And it'll be interesting to see, especially with what we've got planned this year, really plugging into what the youth want. You know, I think literally I'm a big believer of the late Ricky Rick saying, give the young people what they want. Like, let the young people just lead. And I think we are being a bit more intentional this year and letting young people actually plug into these conversations. So it'll be interesting to see, like, if young people had to tell us what ministers of the future they would like to see. That would be really cool. But I'd also want to hear from political parties this year. I think, especially young people who are leading political parties, what are their plans for the future? Because I just think the one thing about politics right now is that we're always just seeing recycled politicians coming back. Like there's a certain person who's come back from Cape Town to Joburg to run for Joburg mayor. And we're just like, are we really in the space of recycling old politicians? Like we need to really be rebringing new voices, new politicians, and new youthful energy and voice to politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess this is like the way we inspire people to be involved in the structures and systems that decide their futures and their current states. It's like bringing back debate again, making it sexy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to have a yeah counter. How many times to say yeah? But yeah, I think So yeah, we're so excited to bring that back. I think I just want to be back in that space again of just like clear, tangible hope. Like being able to be like, there are young people who also care about our country and also want to be actions towards their country and are being aware of what other organizations are doing. And I think that was, the last one was such a great way to be able to spotlight different organizations as well. So I'm excited just to see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm excited about, the energy that we had in that place. This was like a vision. And it's always a crazy thing when you have this like the end of this thing happening. And I've been so political since I was a kid, but I didn't feel like the systems I never felt that it was a good fit for me. I always felt a bit archaic and like, the idea of getting into politics really put me off and kind of went to civil society route and found space in technology. But the energy that we had there blew my mind. Like when I walked in and we really, went off and thought about all of the elements that is going to feel exciting again. Your whole idea about having a red carpet, a drip check.
Yes.
We come in.
Bring that back.
Yeah. We're coming in our best.
Yes. No, because young people know how to dress up.
Yeah.
The drip check, we need them on a drip check cam or something. But I think it's just being able to give young people the opportunity to be like, we shouldn't only be associated with youth being only caring about partying. Like, we actually have the capacity to think forward, be forward-thinking, critical thinking leaders in our own country. And if you just give us the capacity to do so, we can produce that magic. So I feel it's really exciting to see what version 2 would look like.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
And I for me, what I would really like to bring this year is I'm deeply in this theme of decolonizing myself, decolonizing technology, and the parliament structures, the frameworks that we have in place are still really colonial structures as they are.
Yeah.
So in the space where we've created play and imagination, I really want to see us sort of take that apart a little bit and also go from a platform perspective. What do we need to change that feels more like us, feels more African-centric, South African-like? And we've got a long history. We told to forget about it, it's so long ago, but it's still affecting the youth. The legacy of that lives on. So we've got a lot of work to do.
Bringing the people, like literally saying we the people are part of this democracy and giving them that direct access and opportunity to be involved. It's such a beautiful thing, actually. And that's why I'm excited to be a part of it.
I'm excited for the period pain test. That's always a winner.
Yeah, this time, the last time we went, it was only 20 levels. This one goes up to level 50. So I think...
Level 50. I think we should make a public call to find a male volunteer for that.
I think so too.
Yeah. I'm not sure if everyone has to reach level 50 yet.
Who?
No, like anybody who's been on the simulator.
Yeah, we've had quite a few.
Okay.
Even on my podcast.
So 50 is like...
But 50 is a bit like, when we say make it,
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
On the
Yeah.
individual
Yeah,
side.
it's like they surviving.
Yeah.
It's not looking good. So yeah, happy to do that as an exhibition as well. And I think with Curate we also do have like a period positive store. We have period positive games and stuff. So that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Looking
I'm
forward to
excited.
it.
Do you have any hopes, dreams for anybody who is listening in and wants to get involved?
Just follow Citizen Code. Be up to date with what the incredible work that Citizen Code is doing. Stay up to date with what Soya will be bringing. If you want to be involved, whether there's some skill you want to bring, like if you're a DJ, if you're a poet,
Yeah.
if you make art and want to showcase your art, I think we'll have like an open call for like exhibitions and stalls. But just, yeah, make sure you're following and be in touch.
And if you think there's a minister of the future that is missing,
Yes. If there's like a political commentator or someone you genuinely feel like is not being heard enough as a young person and they should be a minister of something, like for instance, like there's a minister of AI or minister, let us know. Like just reach out. Citizen Code. Follow Citizen Code and stay up to date.
thank you.
Period.
Candice.
Thank
Nice to
you.
see you.